Greetings, Dwayne, CFRN. Just going to take a couple minutes to cover some things that I think are really important. I promise not to be long. We have been broadcasting, well, we're now in our second decade. We've helped a lot of traders learn how to trade. We've done it without creating any false expectations, without creating any unrealistic expectations. In fact, we're very upfront with who we are and what we do. In fact, we are, to the best of my knowledge, one of the few companies that allows you to try it before you buy it. You get to take our strategy, our indicators, and our class and our personal mentoring for a week, and depending upon when you sign up, sometimes that week stretches into a week and a half, and so you have a chance to really experience who we are and what we do before you make a buying decision. I received an email from someone today who was very discouraged because they've been through a number of trading programs and they've yet to find success, consistent success, as a trader. Now, I shared some words with him that were shared with me when I first started trading Emini Futures by Mike Reed from TradeStalker.com. He told me, Dwayne, not everybody is cut out to be a trader. You know, some people can play ball and love to play ball, but that doesn't mean they're going to play ball professionally. I didn't want to hear those words, but they sank in. And I said, well, what can I do? He said, well, you're going to have to learn how to trade. And so that's the message, that's the torch that we've carried for the decade plus that we've been broadcasting, both as a radio station and training other traders, is that there is no magic. There's no magical indicator, mystical oscillator. There is simply nothing you can do other than learn how to trade. Now, what we have developed is a very simple strategy that can be applied to any futures market, from the S&P to the Dow to the Russell to the NASDAQ, even live cattle. It's a simple strategy. What it does is it puts you into a high probability setup. Does that mean you're going to have a profitable outcome to your trade? Well, no one knows that until the trade is over. You see, what gets a lot of people's head twisted up are those out there who do make false promises, who do fill people's heads with unrealistic expectations. With the fur coat and the gold tooth and the Bentley and the you name it. Boy, come fly with me and you'll be on top of the world. I take the very opposite approach. I tell people that trading is a job. You're going to have to really apply yourself. You're going to have to learn to think in probabilities. It's unlike any other job in the world, and that's what it is. It's a job. When you decide to become a trader, it's as if you decided to open your own business, whether it's a Subway franchise or any other type of business that you might open. You have to treat it as a business. If you just throw money at it and hope, well, the results will speak for themselves. If you're willing to develop the patience and the discipline that's required to actually learn one trade setup and how to read our indicator sets, then you actually have an opportunity to learn how to trade. Does that mean you're going to learn? Does that mean you're going to become a professional trader? I can't answer that question. No one can. And the guy who tells you that he can, you should run as fast as you can in the opposite direction, because no one can tell the future. I can teach you how to play baseball, but I can't make you a baseball player. Do you follow me? We give you the tools, we give you the knowledge, and then the responsibility falls on you. And you see, that's why some people get upset, because they don't want to take responsibility for the fact that they tried it before they bought it, and because they saw someone else do it, they assumed they could do it. And so they dive in, feet first, willy-nilly, and you know how that ends. If you choose, after the free trial in our training room, to enter our 90-day mentoring program, you'll first go through a 10-day period in the simulator, and you have to actually put together 10 consecutive days of consistent profitability in the simulator before you go live. If you never put the 10 days together, you never go live. Once you go live with one contract. The goal then becomes to increase your account balance by $2,000 before you add a second contract. The way our blueprint for the business is set up is, if you are not profitable once you go live, the blueprint's going to put you back in the simulator. Once you regain your composure and your confidence, you'll get to step back out and take another run at it. But if you get emotionally charged and lose your consistent profitability when you go live, guess what happens? Yep, blueprint puts you right back in the simulator. And that process repeats itself and repeats itself until you either get it and learn to earn your $100 per contract per day and eventually increase your account balance by $2,000, or you throw in the towel and you walk away for someone who is willing to make you a false promise of success. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of traders over the past decade plus have found success with our trading methodology. Many traders have not. Why? Perhaps they didn't have the discipline required. Perhaps they weren't willing to follow the steps as they were laid out. Perhaps they weren't willing to learn how to trade. And last but not least, perhaps they were a round peg trying to fit in a square hole. That won't work. You see, I would never attempt to open an automobile repair shop because, number one, I don't have the inclination, and number two, I can barely change a spark plug. But if for some wild reason I did open such a shop, I would soon find that I did not have what it takes to be an auto mechanic, and I would close my shop with my tail between my legs perhaps, but I would close it and move on to something that I can succeed at. Now, some people get very upset when they see other people succeed at something that they've tried and tried and tried and tried to do, and doggone it, they just can't seem to get it. Breaks my heart, it really does. I wish there were something I could do to make everybody successful that comes through our doors, but that's not reality. And when somebody tells you it is, again, I suggest you run, because they care more about your money than you do. So if you want to learn how to trade, if you're willing to approach it as a business, if you're willing to buckle down, follow the steps, write your business plan, write your trading plan, put your 10 days together consecutively in the simulator, go live with one humble contract, stick with that until you've increased your account balance by $2,000, and then go on the calendar-based schedule where you add your third contract after a certain number of weeks and your fourth contract, etc., when it's the right time. And to also be man or woman enough that once you go live, if you slip into a situation where you're suddenly not profitable, then what do? You go back to sim. Now, it's clear that's what's written in the rules, that's what you do, but some see it as a walk of shame. Oh, I'm a trader, man. I'm not going back to sim. Well, then you're going to bleed out on the trading floor. And there's no reason for that. If you let us, we'll grab you by the pants leg and we'll pull you back into sim. We'll work with you. We'll do one-on-one mentoring with you. We'll do anything we possibly can to help you get back to that place of consistent profitability. And then you step back out into the live market with the one contract and you take another run. Now, because we use aggressive risk management, we only risk 8 ticks on any one trade in our live training room. If you stick to that and if you follow those rules, I don't want to tell you that it's impossible to blow up your account. But I'll say this, you have to work really hard to blow up your account with us, because the blueprint keeps putting you back in sim and you can't lose any money while you're in the simulator. So, I hope whoever you are, wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. And if there is anything at all that I can do to help you or that Michael can do to help you, we are available more hours than we should be. You can email us support@cfrn.net or give us a call 949-42-EMINI. If you would like to take a free trial, if you would like to try it before you buy it, go to apply.cfrn.net or go to our homepage, CFRN.net, which is where you are right now, and either right over there or right over there, there's a little box where you put in your name, your email address, click submit, and within about 3 minutes you're going to get an automatically generated email. Because it's sent by a robot and not a person, your email client may put it in the promotions folder or the bulk mail folder or even the spam folder. Now, it's coming because you clicked. So you got to go find it. Hopefully it'll just come to your inbox and it's not a big deal. In that email is a link. Once you click the link, then we know you want to take the trial. We spring into action like super action heroes, and we manually, old-fashioned style, send you an email from our desktop to yours. It's got the link, the password, and a whole lot of instructions to get you ready for the trial that you're about to embark on. It's a lengthy email. You need to read it. I mean, do you want to learn how to trade or not? I mean, the trial tells me a lot about how much a person desires to become a trader. Because you've got to read that email, the whole thing. You've got to get your platform set up. If you use NinjaTrader, you're going to send us some information and we're going to turn the indicators on for you. If you don't have a platform, then you can get a demo with DT Pro and we'll get those indicators turned on for you there. It's a process, okay? And it doesn't matter how many times you've been beat up and how many times you've blown up an account. When you come to us, you're starting with at square one all over again. But there's something a little different this time. This time there's people who care. And you will have access, not only during your free trial, but if you enter the mentoring program, you'll have access to unlimited one-on-one personal mentoring. You get 2 hours of classroom training every day, Monday through Friday, for 3 months. After that, you can stay an active partner if you want. But during the mentoring program, as often as you need a mentoring session, you go to the page on our website, you pick a day and a time that's convenient for you, fill it out, submit it, and you and I get together in a go-to meeting room at the appropriate time, and I help you troubleshoot your trades. I'll look at your charts, you can look at my charts, we can look at each other's charts. We can troubleshoot whatever trades you took during the day, whether it was sim or live, and we'll figure out what's happening and what it's going to take to get you back on the track of consistent profitability, or to get you there for the first time in your life, perhaps. So we're here, we'd love to help you, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to make false promises. No false expectations. This is a business. You must treat it like a business. The more you treat it like a business, the more it will behave like a business, and the more business-like results you're going to get. So, I hope you'll take me up on the offer. Come try it before you buy it. Hang out with us in the live trading room, and I look forward to working with you. Take care and have a great day.